Hey guys, it's Grim from Grim Gaming UK. Let's get on with the show. Now, many of you guys and girls may have seen this screen on the Guild Wars 2 website, counting down to the beta weekend for us pre-purchase fans. So, what does this mean for us? Well, they've posted on the Guild Wars 2 blog a load of information, and I'm going to take snippets of that and I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys to have a look at. First off is this little snippet here. We are counting down the days until the first public Guild Wars 2 beta weekend event, which begins Friday, April 27th at noon. That's PDT. For GMT guys, that's obviously -7. Okay, and ends on Sunday, April 29th at 11:59 PM PDT. Again, GMT -7. Hundreds of thousands of players from around the world will get their first taste of Guild Wars 2. And rest assured, we'll be playing alongside them. Okay, so first up, we've got the boring stuff, the legalities of it. Okay, here we go. There are a couple important things you need to know about this beta weekend event. Number 1. The only way to absolutely guarantee your access to this or any future beta event is to pre-purchase any edition of Guild Wars 2. Now that's pre-purchase, not pre-order, guys and girls. So you have to, the most guaranteed way is to go on the Guild Wars website. I think it's buy.guildwars2.com, and you want to be buying, pre-purchasing. It can be it can be the collector's edition, the digital collector's edition, the obviously collector's edition, which has got the miniature in it, or just the standard edition. Any three of those will guarantee you, as long pre-purchased, will guarantee you not only access to these beta events, but also a 3-day head start and a load of other goodies. You can check that out on their website. I'll have a link in the description below. Okay, number 2. Customers who have pre-purchased the game will receive an email next week with instructions on how to download the client and participate in the beta. Pretty self-explanatory. Basically, some time between now and obviously before the beta, hopefully, we'll all receive an email saying, this is what you've got to do, go here, and it will be a direct download, or it will be a link to the forum, which I think it was for the stress test, and we can download the client from there. So that's all pretty self-explanatory. Okay, next up, the final piece of this little legality bit, and probably the most important for, obviously, myself and other guys who want to post and tweet and blog and God knows what else. This is a public event, which means that you're not bound by a non-disclosure agreement or NDA. So go ahead and feel free to take screenshots, shoot video, blog, tweet, write, or compose a rock opera to share your Guild Wars 2 experience with the world. So, it's fantastic news. Basically, we're not bound by the NDA, as that says, and we can post videos on YouTube, we can blog our friends, we can tweet people, we can do whatever. We're not restricted by any content. I'm assuming anything that they don't want us to talk about, they just won't be in there. I know the transaction system, the microtransaction system, which was sort of just at the end of the press beta, was very hush-hush, and they weren't allowed to talk about it, full stop. I don't know if that'll be in this, so we can have a look at it, or whether they'll just remove that altogether and keep tweaking that in private. So, who knows? Anyway, on to the rest of this good stuff. Okay, so here we go, into the good stuff. Choices, choices. You'll create your own personalised Char, human or Norn character and pick from 8 powerful professions. Your choice of race is vital to your personal story, and it determines in which of the huge starting areas you will begin as well. A noble human Mesmer will have a radically different game experience to that of a Char engineer in the service of the Iron Legion. Fortunately, you can roll more than one character and simply experience all the starting areas for yourself. So, this is good news. They've still missed out, obviously, the miniature little pygmy people and the tree people, because they don't want us to play them yet. Whether the starting areas aren't finished, they're still tweaking, whatever. There is some more of that later on, so I'm not going to go into too many details now. But basically, we've got the same character choices that were given to the guys in the press beta. So, that's all good. Okay, next up, something that's close to my heart. Here we go. Worlds Collide. If you want your PvP on an epic scale, look no further than World vs. World, where 3 teams comprising hundreds of players wage open war across 4 vast maps. You'll lay siege to castles, raid supply camps, build devastating weaponry, ambush your foes, and leap into truly massive PvP battles, all for the glory of the server. We're warning you. World vs. World is so addictive that you may spend your entire beta weekend event there. Okay, and that I do not doubt. I'm going to have a little dabble in PvP and the World vs. World system, but as I want to try and cover as much as possible, starting zones, instances, so on and so forth, I'm probably not going to get as deeply focused as I'd like to in this, because, as they say, I could without a shadow of a doubt lose my entire weekend experience just to the PvP. But I kind of want to look at everything. But yeah, that's a big part of it. I'm really looking forward to. Should be amazing. Okay, what else we got? Okay, here we go. On to Cuddle's speciality. Now, whereas previously it was World vs. World, which is much more open, grand scale, epic battles, taking castles, raiding siege camps, that sort of thing. This is a lot more team focused. This is small engagements, a lot like Battlegrounds, or scenarios if you played Warhammer. So here we go. PvP for you and me. After you've gotten your feet wet, put your newfound skills to the test in Guild Wars 2 PvP, where small teams battle for points on a variety of challenging compact maps. We adjust the level of PvP combatants so that all players are on equal footing. If you've got a competitive streak, or you like first-person shooters online, you owe it to yourself to try out Guild Wars 2 PvP. Cuddles will be spending a lot of time in this. She adored scenarios in Warhammer, and I have no doubt will be like a crack whore when it comes to this kind of thing. So definitely expect some good video footage from Cuddles in PvP, and a lot of rage. Okay, now this final little bit, this is exciting. I'll dive straight into it and then talk about it afterwards. I love LA. For the first time ever, we're opening up the metropolis of Lion's Arch for beta players. Wander the streets of this cosmopolitan trade hub, chat with traders and travellers from every corner of Terria. Hop through one of the many Ashura portals to points beyond, or discover the famed diamond platform of diverse ledges. Lion's Arch is a city like no other. This is amazing. This is... I mean, just from the artwork here, this looks phenomenal city. But this is something that not even the guys in the beta, previously the press beta, have had access to. So we will be the first to be able to jump in and have a look at this place. And just looking at that image, it looks phenomenal. It looks really exciting. So this will definitely be one of the high points, I think, of checking out and having a look at. Nice new little area for us. So yeah, all good. Okay, so on the blog, this is the last little bit they've got, and let's dive straight in. As you can see, there's a ton of stuff to do in the upcoming beta weekend event on April 27th to 29th. It's honestly way more content than one person can experience in 60 hours of playing. And we haven't even included the Ashara or Savaria in this beta. Fortunately, this will not be the last beta weekend before launch. Stay tuned for more news regarding the next event. So, as I was saying previously, it looks like, although we seem to be getting more, obviously we're getting Lion's Arch, we're still getting the classes and characters that were given in the press beta. So, but it looks like the next one, they're going to open up the new starting areas and new races. So, that should be really exciting. And as they say, we've got 60 hours, guys, to try and experience as much as we can in Guild Wars 2. God damn, I'm getting no sleep this weekend. Have a good one, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the beta. This is going to be good. What you want?